Hi, and welcome to MarketBeat. Today we're going to go over our earnings tab. So let's head on over to marketbeat.com. The section we're going to go over is our earnings section. You're going to hover over our financials calendar and let's click on earnings. These are going to be the earnings announcements for today. Today is May 17th, 2022. Earning announcements are public statements of a company's profitability for a specific period of time, such as a quarter, 3 months, or a year. Equities research analysts will issue estimates of the company's earning number prior to the announcement date, which is generally set week or months in advance. If a company releases better results than analysts predict, its share price will generally rise after the announcement. You can always click here to learn about earnings report and how to use them. Here we have what are earnings reports. So we have what are the components of an earnings report? Why do earnings report matter? Are earnings report accurate? The earnings report's role in fundamental analysis, and the bottom line on earnings reports. If you're looking for the earning dates of a particular company, enter the company's stock symbol in the text box below and click Find Earnings Date button. Now let's head back up to the top. On this page, you're going to be able to also sort however you would like. We've got our country drop-down box, sector drop-down box, market cap, surprise type, market rank, media sentiment, analyst consensus, and the reporting date. If you see any of these question marks, you can hover over it and it'll tell you exactly what that means. In the table below, you can see that we have sorted it by company, release time, quarter, consensus estimate, actual EPS, revenue estimate, actual revenue, and actions. Under the company, you'll see the company's ticker, the company's name, and their logo. If you are a MarketBeat All Access Pass or Daily Premium subscriber, you can export this to an Excel spreadsheet. You'll also see these little blue phones. These are to listen to the conference calls. Let's head on to the next one. Hover over your financial calendars again, and you'll go to today's announcements. These are all of the earnings announcements for today. Again, you'll see when it was released or when it will be released, and for what quarter or the date of quarter end. You can also look for upcoming ones. Let's hover over the financial calendars and go to tomorrow's announcements. In this table, you can again sort by country, sector, market cap, surprise type, market rank, media sentiment, analyst consensus, and reporting date. You'll again see the company, the release time, what quarter it's for, the consensus estimate, and any actions taken. Let's hover back over the financial calendars and you can see the upcoming earnings calls. Below you will find a list of upcoming earning conference calls for publicly traded companies. Public companies often schedule conference calls to discuss their earnings or share other information with investors. So you can look under the company, the date of the call, the webcast link if there is one, and then how you can access that. You can also learn how individual investors can utilize conference calls by clicking on this link here. It'll bring you down and it'll say, what is a conference call? A conference call is an event that allows companies to provide information to any interested party. Why do they do them? How is a conference call structured? Why is a conference call important? And how do you prepare for a conference call? There also are conference calls recorded and the bottom line on conference calls. So those are some great resources for you. Let's head back to the top of the page and hover over your financial calendars again. Here you can look at the earning call transcripts. Public companies often schedule conference calls after announcing their quarterly earnings to provide commentary to Wall Street analysts and individual investors. Below you will find a list of earnings call transcripts for the S&P 500 companies. These transcripts are freely available to the public with no paid subscription required. So if you were to click on the Motorola Solutions, you can click on the Read Transcript. Here you can listen to the conference call. You can see who the participants are, who the analysts are, and what group they're with. When you scroll down, you'll see the presentation. This is the entire transcript from the conference call. Let's head back up and hover over our financial calendars again. Let's click on the Earning Beats and Misses. Here is where Wall Street equity research analysts issue quarterly earnings per share, or your EPS, estimates for most publicly traded companies. The average of their EPS estimate is often referred to as a consensus EPS estimate. This report shows the companies that have beat or missed analyst earnings expectations by the largest margin in the last 90 days. Again, you can sort by country, sector, market cap, surprise type, market rank, media sentiment, and analyst consensus. So if we're to look at Cable One, you'll see their earnings date was on 5/5 of 2022. The consensus EPS was $12.03. The actual EPS is $26.85. That means the beat was by $14.82. The revenue estimate is here and the actual revenue is here. Again, with these little icons on the side, you can read the conference call transcript or you can listen in. You will see some of these where they have the little orange box, and that's where you can read the SEC filings. Again, let's hover over the financial calendars and let's go to earnings guidance. Management of public companies often forecast their current quarter and future earnings numbers as a way to set investor expectations. This practice, known as issuing earnings guidance, offers an inside perspective on a company's future performance. You can sort by any of these drop-down boxes. In the table below, you'll see the company, the date announced, the earning period, the company's EPS estimate, analyst EPS estimate, the company's revenue estimate, and the analyst revenue estimate. Again, you can export this to Excel as well. Let's head back up to the top for our financial calendars and go to our earnings news. Here you're going to see any news headlines from the last few days. The first one is our Walmart Q1 profit drag down as inflation takes a bite. These are going to be headlines dealing only with the current earnings period. Let's head back to our final category. Hover over your financial calendars and go to your earnings screener. To access the earning announcement screener, you do need to be an All Access Pass subscriber. Here's our earnings announcement screener. You can sort by stock ticker or the name, the company name, the description, the CUSIP, the sector, the industry, sub-industry, status, the start date and end date, the quarter, time of day, current price, actual EPS, consensus EPS, the beat and miss percentage. And then you can also sort over here by date descending and then company name ascending, and you can show how many results you would like. This one's set to show 100. Without performing a search, you'll see 383,131 results are found, and 100 of them are showing. You'll see the company with their ticker, their logo, and their name. You'll see the date the earnings announcement is, the term, the consensus EPS, the actual EPS, the beat and miss, the consensus revenue, actual revenue, the previous day's close, and any actions taken. So again, you'll be able to see, if you see this green icon, you can read the conference call transcripts. If you see the blue phone icon, you can listen to the conference call. And if you see this purple icon over here, you can view the earning details for that specific company. Let's click on that. So here are the earnings details for ON. Again, you can click and listen to the conference call. It'll give you the company's details, the announcement details, the EPS and revenue details. When you scroll down, you'll see ON's earning estimate and actuals by quarter. Over here, you'll see any news mentions. You can also click on this blue link, View Company Profile, and here is your return to search. Remember, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can contact us at contact@marketbeat.com.